Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna teach you 10 objections that if you use in car sales, they're gonna make you bulletproof. You're gonna see your income skyrocket. I'm Ian Macklin. I sold cars for 10 years. I was one of the top car salespeople in the world. There's probably not a whole lot of people that have ever sold more cars than me. Sold thousands and thousands and thousands, made a dream life and a dream career out of it, and I'm here to tell you that you can too. I'm here to tell you that the next level of your income is just your skill set. There's a lot of people walking around in the car business. They don't have skill. They work really hard, but they just don't know how to move customers. They don't know how to close deals. And ultimately, the closers are ones that get paid. So today, you're gonna become a closer. I'm gonna show you some things that made me highly successful in the business, helped me make millions of dollars, and you can too. I'm gonna teach you 10 objections that are gonna change your career. Now listen, let me explain something to you very clear. I got into the car business 17 years ago. When I was first showing up at the car business, I had holes in my shoes, I got off the bus, and I just wanted this big life. And I was looking at these people. I could see this guy that was in the car business. He was driving a Bentley, and where I came from, I was just dreaming like, man, I want that to be for me. I know I could do it. Man, look at all these guys making money in the car business. I wanna be one of them. And that wasn't the reality of the car business. When I got into the car business, I started to see that most of the people that I was working with were broke. And there was only a couple of people that had made money in that store, and they were kicking everybody's ass. They had a different skill level, they had a different commitment level, and they had a different lifestyle. I saw a guy that was making $50,000 a month on the same floor as a guy that was making $2,000 a month. This guy is dead broke on E. This guy is making money, lives in a dream house, has a dream family. There can be two people that can be experiencing life totally different just based off their perspective, based off their knowledge, and based off their skill set. So today, I'm gonna teach you what that guy that was making money taught me. He said, Ian, most of the people you're gonna compete with in this business, they got no skill. They'll work hard, they'll work 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day, but what's the value if in those hours you really can't make deals? He's like, me? I can sell 2 to 3 cars a day pretty easily because everybody I talk to, I can close. And I'm like, I wanna get on that level. So I started learning, I started training, and in the business, in that dealer that I was in, and in most dealers around the country, we've taught thousands of dealers. I've flown all around the world to some of the biggest dealers, some of the best dealers, and some dealers that were totally struggling that we leveled up. And what I've seen is a different level of professional. There's the amateurs. They stay on the amateur hamster wheel. They don't really know how to close, and they work hard, and they're not making what they're worth because they're just on the hamster wheel. And then there's the guys that are getting paid what they're worth. They're happy, they're experiencing sales differently, and they just have a different skill set. So today, I'm gonna teach you these objections. Here's what I want from you. I want you to take notes. I want you to study these objections so good that when I talk to you, let's say I'm on the phone with you, I could say, hey, what's this objection? What's this objection? What's this objection? And you have them so memorized that you won't miss a word. If you can do that, when somebody asks you a question, you're not gonna lose state. You're not gonna be like, oh, I don't know. You're not gonna lose confidence. One of the worst things for me early on was I'd get hit with objections and it would just deflate my confidence. The customers would leave and then I'd be pissed off with the next customer. If you don't want that to happen, then what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have the words and the framework so that way you can default to the lowest level of your training, which is these word tracks, which is why you're never caught slacking, okay? I became a closer in my store within a few months. Why? Because I just remembered these. I just memorized these and I could go close any customer. It's how I was able to sell 60, 70 cars a month, and it's how I was able to do it for 8.5 years straight, okay? So let's get into it. Memorize these, and then your words are gonna flow like water. Step 1, I have a few more cars I wanna go take a look at before I purchase, okay? The response is, I understand. Let's say that you already checked out those vehicles, and mine was the last one that you were taking a look at. Look, after seeing all of the vehicles that you would take a look at, what would be the deciding factor in the vehicle that you'd end up purchasing? Would it be the car itself regardless of the deal, or would it be the great deal that the dealer's willing to give? Now listen, I can say that word track like the back of my hand. Look, would it be the car itself regardless of the deal or the great deal the dealership's willing to give you? Which one? I could say the whole word track, but like the back of my hand. I've memorized it. It's in my soul. It's in my DNA. So when a customer says something to me, I don't have to say the word track. I can customize it to them. I can say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I get it. You want to go take a look at a couple more cars. Let's say that you had already seen all those other vehicles and my 2018 Nissan, the one that you just took a look at, was the last one you took a look at. Look, in the end, what would be the deciding factor on the car that you'd end up purchasing? Would it be the car itself, or would it be the great deal that the dealer's willing to give you? And I'm giving them a choice. Which one? They say both. I'm like, perfect. So it's not a matter of if you're gonna buy, it's when you're gonna buy and when the deal is right. right? And I can move them forward. Yeah, let's say they say it's the car. It's the car, Ian. Okay, perfect, man. So you're telling me if you went down the street and found relatively the same car, because you are looking at similar cars, is that right? They're gonna say yes, because they're not looking at an F-150 versus a Kia. It's not happening, or you showed the wrong car. So I'm gonna say, if it was the car, but you went down the street and that car was 5 or 10 grand more than you want to pay, would you still buy it? So I'm gonna say exactly, it is the great deal that the dealership's willing to give you. What I'd like to do is just give you a quick 5-minute proposal of the facts and figures on this car. That way when you go home, you can make the best decision for you and your family. Not pushy, not hard, super easy, nice and direct, clear. I can get all of them inside, easy. All right, number 2, guys, this is amazing. I like the car, but the miles are too high. Here's the response. Hey, I totally understand how it may seem that way. However, if you were to purchase a vehicle with a few more miles, would you have to spend more money? If you drove both vehicles for a 3-year period, which one would you end up owing more money on? The one with the fewer miles, of course. But with our vehicle having just a few more miles, the biggest part of the depreciation cycle has already been taken into consideration. So when you look at a bigger picture, you won't be upside down with other vehicles you most likely would be. So going with a highly rated vehicle like ours with a few more miles is definitely the smartest decision, definitely the best way to go if you're looking to save big money now and later. Guys, that objection is gonna frame them in a way where they're like, oh my God, that makes sense. Depreciation, I understand. The best deal today, the best deal later. They're gonna get it. And you can frame it that way. It'll move the customer every time. Number 3, I need to think about it. Of course you need to think about it. I haven't given you enough information not to think about it. What I like to do is give you a 5-minute proposal of all the facts and figures. That way when you go home tonight, you truly have something to think about. Would that be fair? Could I do that for you? Listen, if they're out on the lot and they're like, I gotta think about it. I'm like, I get it, I understand. Of course you gotta think about it. Listen, before you go home, can I just show you all the facts and figures? That way when you do go home, you have all the information to make the best decision. Would that be fair? Could I do it for you? They're gonna say yes. It's easy. I've got it memorized, okay? Number 4, we're not buying anything today. We're just looking after the test drive, okay? You're gonna respond, hey, I get it. First you start with looking, then you start with something you like. Once you find something you like, it's extremely important to find someone who is gonna make buying the car, and it's extremely important to find someone who is going to make you an extremely amazing deal. Guys, that's me. So it's not a matter of if you're gonna buy, it's just when, and it's gonna be when the deal is right. Is that right? They're gonna say yes. So let me show you a quick 5-minute proposal. I guarantee it'll be something you can't say no to. Follow me inside. It's gonna blow your mind. You're gonna really enjoy this, okay? Easy. Number 5, I want my dad to look at the car before I buy it. Response, I understand. Hey, we already know what your dad is going to say. He's gonna say, it's your car and you're gonna have to be happy with it. And you already said you love the vehicle. So let's just save some time. He'd be proud of you for making a great decision on your own. I'm sure of it, okay? Note, just keep pushing through. They are trying to buy something. You have to make it happen. Frame that, they'll understand it, and push through. Number 6, we aren't interested in driving until we know the price. Okay, number 1, your smile better be on point, your frequency better be on point, and here's what you're gonna say, hey, I get it, I understand. Listen, we have an internet store and we have to price our vehicles extremely aggressively. I don't believe this car has been posted yet since it just arrived. However, what I can tell you is that we are the #1 volume store in our state, and we couldn't get there by being the highest priced vehicle. So I'm 100% confident based on the information you've given me, and after a quick spin around the block, not only will I give you the best price, but I'm also show you how to make the best deal on the car, like the price, the trade, the rate, the warranty, all of the things that make a great deal. Is that fair? Keep moving. Number 7, I need to know what I'm getting for my trade before I do anything. Here's the response. Hey, I completely understand. Getting top dollar for your trade is extremely important to you. It's extremely important to me. What we do here is actually one step further than that. Not only do I want to show you the numbers on your trade, I would also like to show you how we are the highest in all the other critical areas that are important to you and your family, like price, payments, trade-in, rate, all of that. I got your back. It's no big deal. I'll go a step further. 8, it's getting late and we're just gonna come back tomorrow. You better not let them come back tomorrow. They will never be here. Hey, I understand. Obviously, the fact that you guys are still here lets me know that you are serious about buying this vehicle and it's extremely important to you. Nobody plans on the most ideal time to buy a car. It just happens. That's how the good things happen. The good news is we are already about 99% done with the deal, and I'm extremely fast at this 1%. Let me show you how quick I can get this part done for you, and I move, okay? Number 9, I'm gonna have to get back with you. Nope, you're not gonna let that happen. I understand. I've been doing this for a long time. What I've learned is that when somebody says they'll get back to me, I never see them again, just to be honest with you. Assuming that we are not going to do business today, would you mind if I ask you a question real quick? Are you just no longer interested in the vehicle, or is there something concerning you within the numbers of the deal? See, I'm almost 100% confident you're still interested in the vehicle. I can see it in your face. I believe it's probably something within the deal. So what is it that's concerning you the most? Is it the price? Is it the payment? Is it the trade? We're gonna narrow them down and we'll close them, okay? Number 10, I'm not buying anything yet. This is my first stop, okay? You're gonna say, hey, I understand. Let me share this with you. A few years ago, customers used to have to visit a minimum of 3 to 4 different dealerships before purchasing a vehicle. Today's statistics show that due to the internet and all of the technology and research available on the market, the average customer only needs to visit 1 store before purchasing. So it's not a matter of if you're gonna buy, but when you're gonna buy, and when is gonna be when the deal is right and the car is right. I already see that you love the car. I already know that I can make a deal. So let's go ahead and make something happen. Let me show you a quick 5-minute proposal of everything that I can do for you, and then it's ultimately your decision. Would that be fair? Could I do that? Boom. Okay, guys, listen. Those are word tracks. You're gonna have to have the word tracks in your DNA so that you never get caught, so you're sharp. Most car salespeople, they're not even gonna remember 2 of them. They're not even gonna remember 3 of them. And then they don't know how good this business can be. I'm a guy that's made millions of dollars in this business because I've got those word tracks down. You can hit me with any of them, anytime, any place. I've got them, I'm ready, I'm a true professional. Listen, there's a person in your store making no money, and there's a person in this career making giant money, $100,000 a month. Whatever you wanna make, you're gonna have to decide what that is, and you're gonna have to do it. You gotta commit to the pro level of you. What I want you to do is I've got 100 different word tracks for you to memorize. This was a fast breakdown of some objections just so you could hear them. Go back and read this video. Go back and study this video 50 times, okay? But what I want you to do is text 480-780-2203. I'm gonna give you our free word track book. Free word track book. I've got one for automotive. I've got one for general sales. Text me which one you're in, which one you want. Text me word tracks, and I will send it out to you 100% free. This book will change your life, but only if you study it, but only if you memorize it, and only if you execute on it. Let's go make the greatest sales careers in our lives. I'm telling you, you're a couple of decisions away. One is going pro and deciding to be that level of you. And if you do that, you're gonna watch the money just rain. You're gonna watch it happen. You're gonna watch your confidence increase. What I want you to do for me is just share this to somebody who needs it, another sales guy, subscribe to the channel, and then I want one last thing. Drop an objection that I can build a video on in the next couple of weeks, and I will build one just for you. Let's go.